Over just the past day, transfer news related to Manchester United has surfaced extensively in the media. Perhaps the most prominent news is that the club is willing to sell players previously considered untouchable, such as Kobbie, Alejandro Garnacho, and Rasmus Højlund. This is truly shocking news for fans, as all three are young, promising talents with the potential to contribute to the Red Devils for a long time if given proper development. However, through this situation, Ineos, along with coach Ruben Amorim, wants to send a message. No star is safe at the Theatre of Dreams. In the context of financial difficulties, any profitable deal will be considered to build a completely new squad that aligns with the criteria set by the club's hierarchy. After the end of the 2023 to 2024 season, many reputable transfer journalists simultaneously confirmed that Ineos would sell any player in Erik ten Hag's squad, but would not touch the trio of Kobbie, Alejandro Garnacho, and Rasmus Højlund. Sir Jim and his associates believed that this trio could be the core of the club in the future, and that their age allowed for further development. Indeed, looking at the progress and ability of these three players, aged 19, 20, and 21 respectively, we completely agree with what the board has stated. However, in the summer transfer window a few months ago, a deal brought a turning point in changing the plan that Ineos had previously set out. That was the sale of Scott McTominay to Napoli. Manchester United's point of view was that they did not want to lose Scott McTominay, but the club could not guarantee the playing minutes he desired. Scott is a product of the academy, meaning the fee received from him would represent pure profit, supporting the team in its efforts to comply with Premier League and UEFA financial regulations. In reality, he could still play a strategic backup role, but with the maximum profit from a player who graduated from the Carrington Academy, Manchester United solved a large part of the financial fair play issue to comfortably spend money in the near future. Perhaps some fans still regret the Scottish midfielder's departure, but with new signing Manuel Ugarte playing exceptionally well and being the most stable factor in the squad recently, they will find a quality replacement to elevate the squad and fit the system that coach Ruben Amorim is building. Returning to the present, the motto, "No one is untouchable," continues to be demonstrated as Marcus Rashford is leading the list of players the Red Devils need to offload this January. It is true that the number 10 was once planned to become a symbol of the team, because he is one of the few stars who graduated from the Carrington Academy, who remains today, and is also an important member under any manager. If Rashford is sold, this deal will also bring maximum profit to the Old Trafford club. Once a trio almost untouchable because they were planned as the future of the team, Ineos is now ready to part ways with any name if they cannot find common ground. Many reputable transfer journalists have also confirmed this information, so this could be a credible story. Of course, if these young players are sold, the reason won't be due to their performance, as coach Ruben Amorim still has plans for each individual, even for Garnacho, who was recently criticized for ignoring his manager's instructions. However, if he corrects his mistakes, he will still be given opportunities, and the number 17 has played better, although he hasn't returned to the starting lineup according to the contract. Currently, the Argentine forward has signed a new contract with Manchester United until 2028, while Kobbie contract extends until 2027 with an option for an additional year. Another player, Rasmus Højlund, also has a contract until 2028 with an automatic one-year extension clause, so there won't be any pressure on the club's board to urgently sell players. Therefore, the main point here is that all three may have to be sacrificed to save the team from financial difficulties and FFP rules. Whether they want to or not, all stars in the current squad are given the green light if there are any contacts worth considering. Sir Ratcliffe and his team aim to optimize revenue from transfers if necessary. Garnacho is being contacted by clubs in Spain, and he could bring Manchester United a sum of £50 million or more. That's a huge figure compared to what the club spent to bring him from Atletico Madrid when he was just 16 years old. Some might argue that the 20-year-old's level has been overblown, but his development potential is still very high. Meanwhile, Kobbie promises to bring in an even higher figure, around £70 to £80 million. For a bright talent not only of Old Trafford, but also of the English national team, this is a reasonable figure. Just think, a player born in 2005 has played at the Theatre of Dreams and was an important member who helped the Three Lions win second place in Euro 2024, so how could he have a cheap price? Furthermore, some recent information also indicates that Kobbie is demanding a salary of up to £200,000 a week, a figure too high compared to the general level in this league, especially given to a player who is just about to turn 20 this year. So, we still need to verify this information. Besides that, Chelsea is said to be closely following this midfielder wearing the number 37, but there hasn't been any concrete action. However, if the boy who grew up from Carrington is officially put up for sale, the Blues won't miss the opportunity, and they will do everything to get the signature of the English midfielder. As for Rasmus Højlund, he is showing signs of a decline in form, with only a few outstanding matches before continuing to sink into disappointment. But at the age of 21, the Danish striker can absolutely develop further in the future, not limited to what he has shown recently. Although they spent €74 million to bring the number 9 from Atalanta, according to transfer experts, Manchester United can completely recover €60 million if they sell the player born in 2003. This is a significant figure because the salary that Rasmus Højlund is receiving is also not too high compared to some other new signings at the Theatre of Dreams. The three examples above have shown that with Ineos, there won't be any names considered safe at the Theatre of Dreams. Coach Ruben Amorim was forceful in removing Marcus Rashford or disciplining Garnacho for one match, and that's the way Sir Jim likes to establish a new culture in this team. Manchester United is confident that they are still complying with Premier League and UEFA financial regulations. However, last season, the club announced a loss of £113.2 million, and this is the fifth consecutive year they have reported losses. After spending about £200 million in the summer transfer window, the team is now forced to sell players if they want to buy anyone to strengthen the squad. So, if they can sell 2 academy graduates, Garnacho and Kobbie, the home side will improve their books and continue to be given the green light by UEFA to stir up the transfer market. Because, in terms of expertise, the Portuguese strategist can completely find feasible solutions to replace all players. It's true that Kobbie once played very well, while Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund still have much time to grow and improve their abilities. But if the former Sporting Lisbon coach and the board find a player capable of replacing and contributing long-term to this team, that will be when the stars who are determined to stay at the club will be much more worried. These deals may just be rumors or tricks by agents to demand the best treatment for their clients. But through this story, Manchester United wants to send a message to everyone. Always be ready to fight for your position.